Hey guys, this is KatsomizedArts here to bring you a demo of the ShinHan professional poster paints provided to me by Otakufuel. Now, before I begin talking about the paints, I'll start off with talking about the painting itself. So this painting was done from a photograph taken in the 1970s or so of my mother in Huanchaco, Trujillo, Peru, visiting a beach with a friend. Since then I've been there about 3 times and it's a very special place to me. I was actually wondering for a couple of days what I should paint to introduce my new YouTube channel, and this idea popped up and I thought of what better way than to paint something that means so much to me. And so I guess it's a way of saying hi and thanks to my mother for everything she's done. And hey, Mother's Day is around the corner, so it kind of makes sense, right? Well, on to the paints. So what is poster paint? It's very similar to acrylics, but traditionally used for poster and children's painting. Now that's what I was thinking when I was receiving this in the mail, but after opening up the package and seeing all the beautiful paints and their pretty jars and packaging, I learned more about the brand, about the paints, and its application. I was left in awe. What makes these paints stand out is really how versatile they are. Sure, they're used for like posters and banners, but they're also used by illustrators, painters, and manga artists. Now the application you see here is more of like a painterly style, but if you want to see other examples of how to use these, just, feel free to drop me a comment down below. So let's get into the characteristics of the paint. It is made in Korea, and they use a high quality gum arabic. Right off the bat, it's very opaque and very pigmented, like, oh my gosh. The paint flows very smoothly. I don't really need to add any other media or water to get the paint moving. So it goes a distance. It has a very matte, opaque finish. Now, I even heard that these were crayon resistant, so naturally I had to test that out, and lo and behold, it was. The first thing I thought is, oh my gosh, this has a lot of use for crafters, and I won't go off into the tangent about that. That'll be like another 5 to 10 minute video. Now, if it spills or catches on your clothing, you can just, wash it off. It's washable paint, which is very convenient because, I'm a messy painter. It gets everywhere. And it adheres to all non-greasy surfaces like, glass, paper mache, or clay. Experiment, feel free to have fun with it. Try out something new, I'd say. So, as you can see in the painting, the poster paint is water soluble. In fact, I worked a lot of layers and had to rework many areas. The way I like to paint is, start in one area, maybe I'm starting on the face, and then work onto this ocean, and then move onto the sky, and I have to come back in order to, add some final changes, touch-ups, and such, and all I have to do is just, introduce a little bit of water, and I can easily blend or add more paint, which is awesome. Normally with acrylics, once they're dry, you can't really, like, blend them, which is like, oh! So it's nice that I'm able to do that with these paints. And again, I mentioned that they were done in many layers. For example, the ocean, I started off with a gradated wash from light in the distance to darker as closer to us, and then I added 3 layers of highlights for the ocean waves that were crashing. First is one with the white and a little bit of cerulean blue. The second layer was done with less cerulean blue, more white, and the last were the highlights of just white for those crashing waves. Overall, it was really fun to try something different. I can see myself reaching for these whenever I need something, different and out there, because I do like to alternate between media, or else I get bored with the same thing. I'm pretty happy with how the painting turned out, and I'd like to thank Otakufuel for sending me these paints to try out, as well as with the ShinHan gouache, which I'm very excited to make a video of as well, and you'll see that in the future. So if you like what you see, please subscribe and leave a comment down below, and feel free to join me on my other socials. I am KatsomizedArts, and I will see y'all later. Bye!